Hello, and welcome to Minute of the Apes, the podcast where we break down every damn dirty minute of the Planet of the Apes movies. I'm your host, Sean, and joining me as always is my co-host, Todd.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, alright. We're going to start minute 18 with the astronauts getting to their feet and ends with Taylor asking if everybody is alright.
He's at least concerned enough to say, "Are you okay?"
Yes. And as minute 18, we've got 3 living humans. We don't know what condition they're in, and 1 dead human, and no apes still. 18 minutes in, no apes.
No apes.
I do like the vista shot that we get at the beginning with the 3 tiny astronauts, but just wide, beautiful shots.
Yeah, again, the cinematography here is great. The location they chose, great. I will not look ahead into a movie that I know and you do not know, but there are places where I think, oh, they should have used that location instead. But
Okay.
I mean, if you're really going to try and pick apart where are they, and I always wonder this in film, you can look at a film and go, wow, that looks like Arizona to me.
Yeah.
When they land here, can they not sit there and go, I don't know where or when or what I am, but this looks a lot like Arizona. I came here with my family. I saw this in a John Ford film.
I want to know what the effect is that they use to do the simulated lightning in the clouds. I mean, did they just make a negative go back and forth?
Yes, and I think if you look at it, there are moments where it's like the worst matte of the mountains that you've ever seen because it flickers, and when you look, the lightning is somehow negatively exposing the mountain too.
Yeah. And the fact that the thunder and the lightning occur at the same time practically means that it should literally be happening over their heads, right? Instead of off in the distance.
Well, but see, you're applying the Earth rules.
Well, just because you're not on Earth doesn't mean physics aren't involved.
It doesn't?
No, come on.
Can't physics change if we go somewhere else?
Who knows? I haven't been anywhere else except for Earth, so I can't verify.
Well, whenever I get back from my ventures to Mars, I'll let you know.
Okay.
But I did like that negative exposure. I mean, so in the previous minute, or was it the minute before? The minute before, we had the use of the zoom, which you don't see anymore. And now this negative exposure, which in this digital age, you would never see something as simplistic as a flickering negative image.
Yeah.
You might. There might be some filmmaker like an Edgar Wright or something like that grew up watching these kind of films that would use it, but you just don't see that.
And they want to use it for the kitsch factor or something like that instead of actually trying to be lightning and thunder.
Exactly.
What caused the rock to all of a sudden fall down?
Well, I wondered about that because a rock that size, it's going to have something trigger it. And I'm going to jump into the fact that you and I just saw a marathon of the new Planet of the Apes movies, which we're planning on doing a special episode of that sometime soon where we talk about all 3 of those movies, right?
Yes.
So at least in that, there is an act of God at the end of it. For anyone who's not seen the film by the time you hear us talking about this, I don't want to ruin it. But there's been a battle, things go wrong, and something happens in the mountains that sort of cleanses the landscape. That thing at least makes sense because everything that's going on makes that happen.
It builds to what happens at the end of that. In this case, they're just walking by, and coincidentally, a rock falls down at the same time they're walking by.
So is somebody up there, is Wile E. Coyote up there with the stick underneath the rock until it comes tumbling down?
I don't know, but at least ANSA taught these men how to avoid rolling objects. You go perpendicular from it instead of running straight away from it like they do in Prometheus and stuff. Oh no, something's chasing me or falling towards me. I should run the exact same direction it's falling instead of away from it.
Yeah, but what they also do is that what ANSA has really done, I'm sure they must have had a training class, was how to run and drop to your knees to act exasperated, because they all do it almost like they're a drill team, a high school drill team kicking their legs. They run, one by one, they fall to their knees. Not one simply looks back like, what the F just happened with these big rocks coming down?
Yeah, and also they start running uphill as fast as they can. Well, once you go up a little bit, the rocks aren't going to be following you uphill.
Well, okay, we're once again applying Earth physics, though, because maybe rocks on this foreign planet become faster uphill.
Well, that's true. I don't know. I have not been to another planet yet.
Well, the one thing that ANSA does very well, and it stands out to me in this moment like none other. We've now seen the sun setting. We've seen the sun rising. We've seen the sun lens flaring. We've seen them going down hills. We've seen them planting flags in the dirt.
The tiniest of flags.
Their space uniforms are crystal clear, beautifully white. So whatever space polymers that they put on that, they need to market it, because I'm telling you, that is some crystal clear white uniform.
I know. I mean, they've been through the water. They've been through a crash, but it stays clean.
At this point, they are the prime example of let's put astronauts into space and make them look like pristine heroes.
I gotta say, those backpacks, they just look like they'd be miserable. They're made out of metal. They're hard. They're just soaking up heat from the sun. There's no forgiveness on your back. I mean, come on. Couldn't they give you anything better to carry stuff in?
Well, but the good thing is they put those space zippers on there so you could shoot up space heroin.
There you go.
And also roll up your sleeves and look ultra cool when you're Charlton Heston going through a desert.
That is true.
He looks a little bit like Easy Rider walking through the desert.
I can see that.
A little bit of
I can see a little Peter Fonda in there.
Yeah. I think that's it. Once again, this is another
I
kind
know.
of shortish minute.
These are not very action-filled minutes.
Well,
except for the rock falling down and a little thunder and lightning.
Well, I mean, they're interesting minutes, just not action-filled.
That's true.
Well,
I guess that's going to go ahead and wrap it up for this minute?
Yeah, I can't see anything else.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and get our plugs in. Ask you to go to our website, menoftheapes.com. Email us at podcast@menoftheapes.com. And if you're looking for any of our social media garbage like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you can find that all on our website. So again, I'm Sean, and for my co-host Todd, thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.